welcome everybody back in to another episode of the Fourth Down Podcast. Back at it again with the regular guys.
What's good?
What's up with y'all, man?
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You 28, right?
Big 28. Big
28.
28. Yeah. Celebrated a birthday. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, almost 30. Crazy, but we don't gotta talk about that. You know, February is known for like Valentine's Day. That was your birthday.
Yeah.
Right, but it's also known for like All-Star and the NBA world. So I mean, did y'all watch the All-Star game? Any of the events?
I caught pieces. Y'all
think it was weak? Like, I mean, like,
I ain't gonna lie, pretty much. So I wasn't actually able to like sit down like live during watching it, but I definitely watched the highlights. And honestly, they posted like the full events online. You can watch them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I watched them. I was able to check them out. Unfortunately, like let's just get into the elephant in the room. The dunk contest was pretty subpar.
Sad, man.
It has been.
Like, and it's just crazy because it's like, even like I said, I rewatched it and it had moments where it was like, all right, this was cool, but it just don't hit the same or even like halfway.
It's sad where it's at now, man, because I remember just as a kid growing up, I mean, I got memorable ones, of course, Vince Carter, then you got the Dwight Howard versus Nate Robinson, you got Levine and Aaron Gordon, but it's like
goated.
It's like, man, where we are now, like I watched Jackson Hayes' first dunk, and that joint was just a straight up layup line dunk,
Bro,
and I was like,
everybody.
I was like, man, what are we doing here?
Well, Jace Richardson fell.
Yeah,
like,
almost cracked the skull open.
I'm like,
It's just like embarrassing.
I'm at the point now, and I hate to be like a Debbie Downer or whatever, but I think NFL, NBA can just be done with these all-star things. I think if it's not going to be real effort put into them, if it's not going to be an actual spectacular event like it used to be, then we just don't need them, right? Like you have your Pro Bowl team, and then you say these guys made the Pro Bowl, but you don't got to do the Pro Bowl. Same thing with all-stars. If you make the all-star team, you get that on your resume, but you don't got to play the game. I mean, I don't know. It's just I'm tired of hoping for it to be good, and it ain't. Like,
I think the best part about it is the 3-point contest. I think every year, I think that's pretty good. Like, I like
Dame keep doing it.
Well, I mean, but you still, it was still close with D Book. D Book could have won, bro, but he missed the last.
And
like,
I ain't
shots.
gonna lie, like speaking on Dan, he kind of did set the bar for everybody else and let it be known like he wanted other guys to be competing, and so like it's probably a little early, but Steph did say he was gonna do
it next year.
Yeah,
you got Steph going out there, and it's like, all right, if Steph, the best shooter in the history, is gonna be out there, it's like, all right, hopefully it don't scare guys away, but it'll get them to be like, all right, I want to go at it.
But it's crazy to me. The best event of the weekend is the 3-point contest. Yet we're also saying what's wrong with today's NBA is we shoot too many threes. Like we're kind of leaning into it though. Like
it's crazy because on the tape you said as far as getting rid of it, I kind of do fully agree on the NFL side because I hate watching that shit.
Flag football, bro.
It's just so bad now because I feel like everybody just doesn't want to get hurt or just like don't want to commit to something. Everybody on the field is like nice, so it's like they don't want to play as hard because they know how hard everybody else is gonna play, and it's like y'all just scared to get hurt or like they just don't want to get their players hurt or embarrassed.
Man,
like I feel like don't nobody like scared to get embarrassed. Like play hard. Like that's what you got to do.
You got to compete. Like that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like just don't worry about getting hurt. Since when have you ever played sports and you're on your mind you worrying about getting hurt? Like of course you have the chance to get hurt at any point playing any sport, but like you don't play with that on your head. Right. You just play. So like I don't get why they can't just compete. First of all, they need to put it after the Super Bowl. That way, I think that people will compete more because they have the whole offseason. If they do tweak an ankle or something, they had the whole offseason to heal that ankle. And I get they probably worry about more severe stuff like ACLs and all of that. But come on, man. Like growing up, we watched the Pro Bowl full contact. I don't think we've seen too many injuries outside of like when Sean Taylor popped the guy on the sideline.
I was gonna say, and
he was out cold.
But that was so long ago.
The only reason why we're at where we're at with it, like, and it's funny because they make like people in the sports world make jokes about that, but like I think that was actually a huge key point in them trying to like keep this like making it safer ever since then.
But the All-Star game and it's basketball.
But so I was gonna say, like I said, I agree with you fully on the NFL side, but like I said, I rewatched when I rewatched the All-Star game, like the actual All-Star game. This was actually good this year.
It was competitive
this year.
I feel like if they can do that moving forward, I feel like we don't got to get rid of it fully. But my whole gripe is really just only the dunk contest.
How do you make that better? It's just more stars, I guess. Like
stars don't want to do it,
and that's what I was gonna say because I don't think it's a thing. You can't force nobody to do any of this stuff.
Just get it, bro.
And that's why unfortunately it might just be one of them things, or like. I don't know. I think that the idea was thrown out a couple of years ago to like have some amateur guys come in out there.
Yeah, just non-NBA guys.
Like, like to just put on a show.
I mean, that's what was going on with McClung.
That's what I was about to
And he got into a point where he's like, all right, y'all not about to just keep using me for the dunk contest. I actually want to be on an NBA team.
This man's really trying to make the team. He's just putting him out there as like a show act.
But how do y'all like feel about that? Like McClung, not even an NBA player at the moment, and he's what 2-time dunk champion winner, like
3-time, yeah.
3
Yeah,
times?
I think it's 3. It might be 3. I think he did 3 in a row, and then he was like, all right.
Is that not crazy? Like,
I mean, it just kind of does tell you that obviously there's more to the game than just being able to go out there and jump high and dunk the ball. but at the same, like, it's still, I don't know. It makes it seem like. Also, it's not that he's not. I don't think he's not getting chances. You know what I mean? Or not getting looks. It's like right now, I think he's with the Bulls, and he had a couple chances on the main roster, but. He really has just been in the G League for like 4 or 5 years now.
And I mean, I get why certain superstars don't necessarily want to do it, right? We saw Richardson hit his head and all that, so I get it. Honestly, in my opinion, the dunk contest is more dangerous than the game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like, because you just like you using props, you trying to jump over people.
Depending on how
Like,
you act.
yeah. So it's like, but like I understand. Like I'm not asking the competitiveness to come out of guys like KD, LeBron, and all. Their time is done. They're on their way out. They're old, right? But God, there's no reason why Ja Morant and Zion aren't in the dunk contest.
Yeah,
And it's funny.
I want to say
DJ,
yeah,
like,
Zion.
It's been like those two have been like literally the talk of it ever since they got into the league, and it's so crazy because it's like you make the point of like, oh, the guy's messing up and things like that. I feel like because they are such like high level dunkers, they're not gonna have those mess ups, and it might actually be an amazing spectacle. You know what I mean? Like you might not saying it because I ain't gonna lie, Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine put on a show. But you get. I feel like you have Zion and Ja and like some of the other high level dunkers.
Ant should be in it. I mean,
Ant? Like that's gonna be a crazy dunk contest.
And I understand the criticism on LeBron because I'm a LeBron guy, but I feel like LeBron should have did it when he was younger. I mean, it's time passed, but I'm not gonna fully put the blame on him. Oh, because LeBron didn't do it. No superstar want to do it. That's how First Take like to spin it, and everybody like to spin it.
Trying to put it like that.
Bro, you cannot tell me LeBron is the reason that nobody wants to dunk in it. I do think he should have been in it at least once. Yeah. Kobe did it, MJ did it, but
did he ever say why he's never done it?
He said he's an in-game dunker. He said he don't know if he got the creativeness. That's what I seen in the clip.
Well, I mean that is a big part.
Because watching him, he had hella bounce, so he probably could do a lot of between the legs and all that stuff. But when you watch his dunks in the game, they all were just like power dunks,
windmills, or
just really slamming it as hard as he can. Like, so I don't know, man, but the actual All-Star game, it was competitive this year, but they had to make it USA versus the world, and it pretty much was the old guys versus the young guys versus the world. That's how the teams were split up, and it's like. I'm an East-West guy, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why I like go back to the East.
That was great.
It was so good. And it's like, I guess now, like, you could say, like, it's outweighed, but it was still good games that came out of the East.
Bro.
All-Star games.
Do you remember the year, I think it was a real close game, and, like, it ended on, like, free throws from Anthony Davis. It was like East-West.
That was the last year. I think it was like one of the last 2 years.
And I think it was like around COVID time. Bro, that was a great game.
It was a good game.
That was a great game, bro.
And then they tried to do, for a couple of years where they just like pick the team.
The draft,
the draft, which was okay because we got some competitive games out of that. Like when LeBron had the game winner, the game winning 3. I remember that game. It was pretty good. And charity, like they had money go to charity and stuff. But I don't know. I'm not really a fan of All-Star games anymore because it's not competitive, and I just want to see the best compete. So
I'm not a fan of All-Star Weekend.
I don't know. I like the competitive factor that the U.S. versus the world it brought out. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it just
we're gonna lose that soon. We're gonna lose that soon. So it's gonna get embarrassing.
World, but to start whipping out.
I guess maybe like it also was heightened a little bit because obviously with the Olympics going on, so it was like it added a little bit to that like that feeling of like the U.S. versus the world. And I don't know because like even when Ant was talking about it after he won the MVP, it just like he was saying that was added motivation because like guys like all the guys that's on the world team like Joker, Wemby, Luka. Well, he didn't play, but like Luka if he was there, and those guys, they obviously. If you really think about it, the European players kind of do feel like that they're like a little bit of the superior athletes when it comes to playing basketball. And at times, it's been looked at as they are. So it's like, I feel like, granted, it's just a small spectacle with them in the All-Star game, but I feel like it helped a little bit.
They run the league. You probably got to go, 5 players deep before you get to the best USA player?
That is true, yeah.
That's so crazy, bro. Top 5 in the NBA right now is
probably all foreign players.
Wemby, Luka,
SGA, Jokic.
Giannis.
Not this season.
I'm not even saying the top 5, but I'm just saying like if somebody told me Giannis is better than Ant, I would agree.
I wouldn't fight too much on that.
So I'm saying the best players in the NBA are foreign players, and then you, like I said, the next best American players you got are probably like Ant and like Tatum and like
Cade.
But is Cade? That's what I'm saying. Think about it. Is Cade on the level of Jokic and Giannis and Luka?
It's a little drop off.
He's getting there.
It's a drop off.
He's getting there.
Yeah, it's definitely like
he's getting there, but
like in the 5 round or 6 or 7.
That's what I'm saying. So USA, I mean,
yeah,
it is kind of crazy. Like even like still like a while ago, it was a time where the best 3 players was Jokic, Luka, and Embiid. Top 3 players not from America, and no American player has won MVP in that span of those years.
Yo, that's so crazy.
Like,
I'm actually just hearing that. That is so crazy.
Who was the last American MVP?
It might be Steph. It might actually be Steph.
That's crazy.
What year was that?
No. Was because that's what 2016 or 17. It had to have been like. It might be
Russ.
It might be
Russ was like, I think he was
Russ got one after
19. I think 18 or 19.
Let me see.
Because KD went to the Warriors. What
19?
No,
it was before they
went to the Warriors like
17. I'm saying.
Yeah,
Russ got one. Russ got one in the time we won.
Butchering the hell out.
I think,
but I believe it was Russ. I'm gonna go
because it was what Yoke, Embiid, SGA recently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Says the last American-born player to win MVP was James Harden in 2017-18.
Jesus.
And we're in 2026.
Which 2026?
Okay,
well, that segues us to our next point for like NBA eligibility awards.
Mm-hmm.
The front runners for that award right now are SGA and Jokic, but they're at risk of.
I thought Cade was higher than Jokic, but
it's the odd. Cade is third. Like the odds are they're fluid, like Stephen A says, right? But the thing says that like if they miss 17 games, they're ineligible.
So I was going to say that. So Jokic and
Jokic has to miss 2 more.
I was going to say so they're still not out of it yet.
They're still in. So if Jokic misses 2 more, he's out. And I think if
Jokic's not about to, Jokic's gonna miss 2 more games.
So
SGA,
like, just to add clarity, because I don't know if a lot of people watching might know, there is the when did they implement the rules as far as like?
I think it was 2 years ago.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Go ahead.
Do you know more about? Because I don't.
I was gonna no.
Go ahead.
Just a quick look. 2 years ago, they implemented a rule as far as like being able to win the in-season awards. You have to play a certain amount of games. So like it was like, well, who was the last? Like, who was the guy that got it? It was a big thing about.
Joel Embiid.
I
was about to say, bro, they made this for Joel, bro. Like, and
40 games, but he averaged like
got the
35, 40.
In their minds, they felt like, okay,
it's stupid, bro. Like,
do something about that. But
they care so much about Joel that they about to, like, it's fucking dick eating, bro. Like, kills me, bro.
Sorry, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It just moving forward, I fully believe that they're gonna be out of it. So now I'm looking at who I believe is gonna be the
it's probably
MVP.
gonna be Cade.
I feel like it's probably gonna be Cade.
It should be
but
Cade. SGA hit right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still don't even know when he's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all say Cade, but do y'all feel like that's gonna be like a here you go type of an award?
That's what I said the other day.
I feel like
are they gonna put some respect on it? You know?
No, I feel like he has earned it because I am a person who also thinks like availability is kind of a skill. So like I do commend those guys who do play like 75 out of 82 or above that. So you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't look at it that way, but the narrative might get spent that way when it come to like media and
like,
TV.
And my bad, like and on the off chance of like. You have those people that was like, oh, well, Cade only won that because of that rule. If he didn't have the rule, he probably wouldn't have been in the top 5. That's what a lot of people will say because I've heard it. Like I've seen it. Well, people are saying like if that rule wasn't implemented, he would be nowhere near close to winning. And I'm like, you can't say that though. He's leading the number 1 team in the East. Whether if y'all think it's a fraud or not.
Best team in the East. Yeah.
Best team in the East.
He's putting up career numbers for himself.
Number one in with defense. They're number 2 in steals. They're top of the line in offense. Like they're literally one of the best teams in the league, and they're still trying to discredit Cade for what he's doing. And I don't like it. I fuck with Cade. Like I've been following Cade since he was at what's that high school? Mount Vernon. Yeah, since when he was in Mount Vernon, I knew about all them niggas back then. That that was crazy. When I was in high school, I was watching them. So it's like I don't see how they can just like discredit him because of how hard this dude has been like hooping. Like he's been keeping his team above water, and everybody didn't think the Pistons would be right.
I feel like to couple off of what you said and what you said as far as availability being a thing, I just feel like with all those things coupled together, like you kind of look at who's doing that, and it really is Cade.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say some of the other names that are up there with him are Jaylen Brown and Wemby. Wemby's odds are pretty.
Actually, actually, this might be a hot take, but I think what Jaylen Brown is doing is actually a little bit more impressive than Cade.
He's the number 2 guy on the team. Cade's the number 1, and
But I'm not gonna say the Pistons are flushed with like these all-world hoopers and they got a stacked team like in the super team days. But like, I do think that the Pistons are a better all-around team than the Celtics are on paper, at least. And
Celtics are second in the East, so they're right behind the Pistons.
And this is without Tatum.
Just
so
real quick, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been trying to lock back in on basketball since football season ended. So like I've been watching a little bit more games. Have y'all actually watched the Celtics game?
Yeah. They're
Do
good.
you know
bro.
who's on that team other than? Can you name anyone other than Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard,
and Derek White
and Derek White?
Vucevic.
Yeah, they did just get Vucevic. They just.
And I don't really want to count it yet. But other than that, can you name anyone else?
Hugo Gonzalez.
Yeah, but those aren't guys. Like you proving this point. Yeah.
Not even that, but yeah, it's just
Hugo Gonzalez, Jordan Walsh,
Hauser.
I forgot what the center's name is. It'd be like
Q. Yeah, what's his name?
Point being, like,
yeah.
Like Dorian just said, bro, what Jaylen Brown is doing with this team is actually kind of insane.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we got to give props to coaching too. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I just want to say, hot take or not, I always thought the Celtics played better without Tatum. And more so because they have to figure out, everybody else has to figure out how to score. And it's like harder to guard that instead of you just knowing Jason Tatum's going to have the ball for like 70% of the time. And it's like, they discredit Jaylen Brown, but I've always liked him over Tatum. Like, he's always been like that hooper. He's always been reliable. And he did it against my favorite team, Golden State. I gotta say that because, like, bro, he was giving us like 30, 40 a night. And Tatum had like 10.
Yeah, I respect JB. I respect JB. He ain't better than Tatum, though. He ain't better than Tatum. On the night basis, no, he's not better than Tatum.
Really? You think Tatum's still better defensively?
I mean, I don't know after his injury.
I'm thinking.
It was close. I think JB can guard guards better than him, but I think he can guard bigs better than JB.
Right.
So
I think Tatum gets a lot of heat for no reason though. Like I think he's good on both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? Like
it's because he don't talk. He's passive.
I think he's a great player.
Everybody, when it comes to basketball, that's kind of why I just love the NFL, man. Because the NFL was all about like team camaraderie, chemistry, all that. Basketball, man, it's like, if you ain't got the Kobe mentality, you can't beat them. It's like, everybody not wired that way, man. Some people just nice and they hoop and then they go home. Like, so I don't think everybody got to be all Kobe, like screaming at their teammates and being, buttholes.
So like my man's LaMelo get his credit because
LaMelo who?
LaMelo Ball.
Credit for what?
Just being a hooper, bruh. Like that's
not what I meant.
You said some people just want to show up.
Yeah, but I actually think he don't care enough. That's not what I meant. But I'm just more so saying like
hoops.
I'm more so saying like guys who lead by example rather than yelling and screaming and being buttholes to their teammates. Like we clap for MJ and Kobe because they were that way, and then we down guys like Tatum, who's a little passive, or like LeBron, who instead of screaming at people, he might just go sit at the end of the bench and not talk to nobody.
KD.
Right?
SGA quiet.
Right. And I'm just saying, you don't got to be that way. Everybody don't got to be that way.
So, I mean, my bad.
No, I was agreeing. I said, yeah.
I was just to circle it back. Do y'all think that, like, the rules are going to change moving forward, given what the MVP race looks like right now? Because like you said, SGA and Jokic are probably going to miss more games and they're probably going to be out.
Yeah, you said for sure?
To miss more games and be out?
Yeah, for sure. But I was saying, I don't think they'll change it back because they're trying so hard to combat this low management stuff.
So you think it's a good idea for them to have?
I think it was. I don't know about good idea, but I think you said this was because of Embiid. I think they more so, in my opinion, was trying to combat the low management. I think that they were seeing
Kawhi.
Both of them.
Kawhi was part of it too. Kawhi part of it.
Because it was just because Embiid won the MVP more recently.
It happened, I think, right after that. But yeah.
But I think they just had that big low management problem like a couple years ago. It's not as bad as it was like 3-4 years ago, but they just had guys like fully healthy. Just it's a back to back. I'll chill tonight. Like, and they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I think they'll keep it just off that.
Hey, I mean. Well, what can I say? I told y'all how I felt about it. They targeted my boy. But anyways, the NBA recently are proposing like a set of rule changes to combat like tanking, specifically with teams like the Jazz and the Wizards. And they had a whole list of stuff, and it was first round draft picks can be protected for only top 4 or top 14 plus selections. Lottery odds freeze at the trade deadline or a later date. No longer allowing a team to pick the top 4 in consecutive years or after consecutive bottom 3 finishes. I think that's a big one. Teams can't pick in the top 4 the year after making the conference finals. It's another big one. Lottery odds are allocated based on 2-year records. Lottery extended to include all playing teams and flattened odds for all lottery teams. So, I mean, I guess, do you guys have a good understanding of that?
Yeah.
I mean, on the basic surface level, yeah, I would have to still go back and look at it a little more. But just from off of what you're saying, I don't know. That raises the aside from that one that you said you can't be in the top after finishing
top 4.
Yeah, you can't be in the top 4 after finishing 3 consecutive years or something. I get that one, but
consecutive bottom 3 finishes. Yeah,
is the rest of and maybe the picks being protected, but it's what else is really stopping them from
That's the only one where I saw was valid. You cannot pick.
Yeah,
you cannot
after
pick
3 consecutive picks. That's the only really thing that struck me.
You'll be the first one at number 4.
Yeah,
but you can't. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
And I get it. It's still no perfect way to go about it, but it's
But the whole I think what was it? The one I really don't like that you said though was you can't pick that high after you were in the conference final.
That was no. It's like you're punishing a bad team.
No, yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
Too.
Yeah. So I mean,
so it's like if last year you made the conference finals, but then this year you're okay.
But that could have been a cap. If Luka go down for the season, then the Lakers might pick in the top.
Literally, look at the Pacers.
Yeah,
Halliburton's been out, and they made the finals last year.
Didn't the Thunder clearly won it? Don't they have a top 10, 15 pick or something like that?
Yeah, it's protected. They got to protect. They got to protect their lottery pick from a trade.
So for example, what if it was the 3rd or 4th? Did they take that away from them?
I don't know. I think they would probably push it back.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they would probably push it back.
Let's say this rules was implemented like that, and let's just say that's what they had to do. They still won the championship. Clearly, they made the conference finals. What do you take their pick away because they won it all?
Yeah,
it was protected from what, and it's it's just
it sounds like it's a lot of holes.
And I mean, it's the first time thing, so clearly they're gonna obviously throw it out there to see how it go. Clearly, like we discussed with the MVP, the eligibility rules. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they go about it.
Well, I think they should do it with the lottery first of all. I think it should be NFL style. You come in last, you pick first. And if you really think tanking is that big of an issue, if you pick first last year, you cannot pick first next year.
So you pick second?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really punishing them. You know what I mean? Because they're still getting
Well, I'm not trying to punish them. I'm just trying to give them an incentive not to be bad again. I'm not trying to punish them.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. You don't want to because you gotta think about it. Sometimes, yes, it looks bad and it looks damn, they must be tanking. But honestly, sometimes teams are really just bad.
Yeah, some teams just suck.
Some teams,
you see that the Jazz,
starters,
the Jazz are pulling their starters.
That's thinking. But I think the Nets are actually just bad.
The Nets are bad. This is from what I've been assessing. The Nets are bad. The Jazz, that's really the only viable one that I feel that's clear tanking.
The Pacers are bad.
Because the Pacers are bad, but that's injury related.
Right.
Yeah.
The Wizards are bad, but they actually play hard. If you watch the Wizards play, they play hard. They're just not good enough.
They're just not good. Literally.
They play hard.
The Mavericks aren't great either. But
when Coop was out there, and they literally Spurs are running.
Yeah. But that's more of a natural rebuild. They're not being bad on purpose.
Yeah.
That's a natural rebuild. The only team I really think has the criteria of tanking is the Jazz.
Yeah, Trailblazers are just bad.
Yeah,
I had to throw another one.
They don't have Dame.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, okay, he's gonna make it exciting, but Dame cannot. It ain't gonna be all that great when he come back. I'm just saying.
The Bucks are bad too. Damn,
way too much. Dame's injuries are just.
But the Bucks were accused of that as well because a lot of people have criticized them on sitting Giannis and claiming that he's hurt when he's not, and so that's their criticism.
Yeah,
is the Bucks are playing around with this injury report when it come to Giannis. And in my opinion, I don't know. I gotta say he hurt. You know what I mean?
I think some of that had to do with trading him too. I know it was
all shut him down
smoke and mirrors,
the All-Star game, All-Star weekend because they thought they was gonna get a trade going. But I mean, they didn't get one, and now he sat out for what, a week and a half? That's what it felt like. So
yeah,
I don't know. But tanking, NBA has always had a tanking issue. So
I just
It's
think
like even if we implement the rules, they're gonna find ways around. Like they're still gonna try to find ways around it. So.
like football, you can't tank because if you go out there and you play bad on purpose, you're gonna get hurt. So you need to be intentional with every movement you make on the football field, or you're gonna literally get hurt. You can't go out there and trying to lose. It just you can't convince me that as a football fan that there's any team trying to lose.
Closest thing we got to that was when Flores was coaching the Dolphins and the GM and the owner was literally
we're trying to pay him.
And you see the flack they got for it. It's like it was literally the coach was like, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like the Jets were terrible, but I think they actually you put way like as a coach, like a football coach and all that, you put too much time into game planning and watching film and all that for you to purposely be losing. There's just too much time put into it. From a night to night basketball, you play like 5 times a week, so you're not.
One out of them nights, you might just not have it. Like basketball, some guys might really just not be.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't think practice is very hard in the NBA. I think NFL practices, while they're not as hard because they don't hit like that, they are actually out there like working. I think in basketball, bro,
they just walk through.
It's funny you say that because you don't never hear like you always hear NFL guys or like football guys in general say that they practice harder than the game so that the games are easy. I've actually never heard, except for obviously when Kobe was here and the guys with those mentality back then. No one in the NBA or basketball players is saying that. You know what I mean? Because to your point, it's like we about to play in 5 nights in a row potentially.
Different cities.
Why the hell would I want to sit there and literally tire myself out if you got a game?
Allen Iverson.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's practice. Talk about practice.
And it's crazy because he might have been right.
I think I remember one year with the Sixers, I forgot who it was. It might have been like George Hill or something. And Doc Rivers was the coach. And they were like, we haven't practiced all year. Like after the game, we don't practice at all.
Bro, because it's like, what actually are they going to do? They got like, 2 hours of practice, and basketball players don't lift weights. So... I mean, guys might do some workouts in the offseason, but like, I don't lift no weights, man. Like, so it's like you playing pickup with different units, and then you going home. That's pretty much what you're doing.
A light pickup game, run a couple suicides.
Coaches don't even actively coach in the NBA. When the last time you seen a coach call a play from the sideline? They run pick and roll. Or what Kobe used to say in the interview, Kobe said, I don't like the way the NBA is going because it's accidental basketball. It's drive and kick, drive and kick. So coaches aren't even actively calling plays because they're not practicing. So I don't know, man. Teams are just bad until they get good players. That's how the NBA works.
That's true. Like you said earlier, like literally there are really just bad teams. But it don't excuse, like, I'm sorry, the Jazz were tanking. Because it's like, I remember when that shit came out, it just was like, I'm sitting there, I was like, there's no way they don't think that this is just going to go by, like, and no one's going to care. Like, it's not, you can't just do that.
Well, they were literally sitting, Jaren Jackson, Laurie, and, like, everybody else.
Like, was Ace even playing? Like,
Ace might have already been out, bro.
The thing they did with him, I think he was a minute restriction. So it's like literally once Ace hit his minutes, they sat his ass.
Were they thinking like nobody watches Utah games anyway? Like we could just.
Yeah, I mean,
probably. Be real. Who is?
I do know. I know one Utah fan. I know one Utah fan.
But it's a prideful organization though. Like it's a prideful organization. Historically, they've always been competitive. It's just so crazy to see them purposely doing that.
Well, it wasn't too long ago when they were nice with Donovan and Rudy.
It's so crazy too. I don't know why I just thought about it, but I seen a clip on Darren Williams talking on a podcast, and he was saying like that was his favorite place to play. Like that was the
Utah.
Yeah,
bro. The Jazz historically are a great franchise. The Jazz, they've always been competitive.
Yeah.
Think about it. There's always
MJ.
Talent. They usually always get the talent, but they end up leaving or going somewhere.
I was about to say that the only reason they ain't got a ring is because of MJ. They've been in the finals multiple times.
You don't think they could ever got a ring with Donovan and Rudy like that team?
No. I'm not a Rudy Gobert fan.
I was gonna say,
I'm not either.
Rudy Gobert is a terrible basketball player.
I hate Rudy.
Oh man, I'm not a big fan of Rudy either.
No,
Stifle Tower.
I think he's okay. You know, I mean, he does what he's supposed to do. He makes blocks. He
barely
boards. He has no offensive bag, right? But
he's a
I don't want to bag on Rudy, but it blows me. It blows me that he's just like defensive phenom. Yeah, I watch teams pick on him. like you're telling me that he's literally one of the greatest defensive players in the history of the NBA because he has 3 depoys, and he can't guard anyone one-on-one outside the arc.
Hey, look, man, I'm not a voter. I'm not in that room, so I don't know what they're looking at.
But I'm like, yo, you can't be the best defensive player that you're telling me the best defensive player, one of the best defensive players in the history of the league, and teams are actively doing pick and roll to get you on their best player. It's like, yo, it just don't line up.
Bro, and then that whole COVID stuff not helping his case either, bro, when he touched the mics.
I'm not gonna lie, low
Say,
key.
ooh, cool.
It's obviously like basketball reasons, but low key that's still in my mind too. Is why I don't fuck with Rudy. Like
It was gonna happen anyway, bro. But
He's
like,
a weird
still, like,
nigga,
don't
bro.
be a dick. Like,
Yeah, like-
come on, dog.
No, he actually took the NBA down. Like, he
Yeah,
actually
like I'm
did.
sorry, but like
He actually took
we
the
can
NBA
fully
down.
put that on him, bro. Like,
Yeah, no,
he's
I
the
knew
reason the
the
NBA
next
shut
day,
down.
half the Jazz roster was out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I knew it was
The
him.
next day.
I knew it was him because when he went out, and I was like, and the first thing they popped up like a few days later was like Donovan Mitchell. I said, oh, that nigga really started. Like, bro, like
They were actually beefing. They were actually
I do remember that.
They
I do
beefing.
remember
He was
that.
mad about that shit.
He was, bro.
Yo, at the time, right? And then obviously it was recent, but it don't feel that recent because time is moving fast. But like, yo, at the time, people was like, the doctors were telling us they didn't know how to treat it. So it's like, yo, you gave me something, and I don't know how I'm about to impact my life, bro.
Like that's not okay.
And at the
dog.
time, people were going on like
Man, forget Rudy Gobert,
ventilators
man.
and all of that.
Bro, do you remember how Embiid showed up to the bubble, bro, in the full hazmat suit, bro?
Forget Rudy Gobert, man. The Frenchman.
Hey, man, it is what it is, bro. But it's also the NFL offseason right now. It's been a lot of, rumors and projections right now. A lot of QBs projected to go here, there. Like, you just walked in talking about Kyler Murray, asked for a release. It's A.J. Brown news every other day. I guess right now that we're in the NFL offseason, what's the biggest news you guys are, like, tracking or monitoring? Dre, no, I want to start with you. You gave me the face.
No, it's funny because like, bro, every other day I get I wasn't eager, but because like I could care less. Every other day I get like this, like everybody saying like different places AJ could go, and it's like, all right, cool.
Just give it him so you don't got a headache no more. Just give it up.
We can eat the cap hit.
What I'm saying, it's like, bro, they want us to release AJ, but we've repeatedly said we're definitely not gonna.
That's not what Sirianni said.
That's not what Sirianni said, but
He said there's no guarantee that he's on the team next season.
Yeah, but it's
Why would you as a
honestly-
coach say that? Verbatim?
honestly still not his decision. Like,
But I'm saying when you're actually trying to
exactly,
keep a
his
player,
job might be on the table after.
when
this.
you're actually trying to keep a player, why would you verbatim just be like, yeah, there's no guarantees?
You know he's
Why not?
in trade talks.
Why not be like AJ Brown's a great player and we definitely would like him back on our team next season? Why not just say that?
I don't even look at that as like a team thing. I looked at that as like on some personal shit because I saw when he said that earlier.
They did
I
argue a little bit, right?
Yeah, I looked at that as like I don't think that they're on good terms. I'm gonna be real with you. Like clearly, obviously, the play on the field is what was part of it, but I just feel like now at a point they're not in a good relationship.
I don't think he has to have a good relationship with Nick because, like, we all know Nick he's a fucking asshole at times. So it's like, bro, the new offensive coordinator we got, he has plans for everybody that's already on the team. Getting rid of him I feel like it'll fuck that up because he's already coming in knowing what he's getting. Like, and he already planned on changing our whole dynamic of our offense than what it was last year. Mm-hmm. And we're doing better things, getting Jalen out of the pocket, getting those over routes working, all of the routes that we didn't run last year. We're running more, and we're getting Saquon into like formations that he's comfortable running in. It's like he's trying to just make everybody comfortable, getting Jalen back to moving the pocket where he performed the best that years like we've been to the Super Bowls. When Jalen moves the pocket, he throws the ball better. And it's like proven. It's like getting rid of AJ would kind of mess that up. But if you get rid of him, you have to replace him with somebody else. Like, Devontae could be a number one. He's a great receiver. But, like, the fact that he can shine with somebody like AJ because everybody knows that, like, what he can do is making Devontae a better receiver. Like, of course. But I feel like getting rid of AJ would be a bad decision.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do. We try and make Stephon Diggs our Devontae Smith, and then we try to have it.
Like,
sorry,
that's exactly what we try.
Give it another team that type of access to a player.
Pop. I ain't gonna lie to you. Between Pop and Mac Hollins, I wouldn't be surprised if neither one of them was on the team next year.
I like Mac because Mac was actually productive receiving wise. Like,
it's about upgrading though.
I get it, but even if he
was on the field because he's a good block. He wasn't on the field because
and
he's a great
good locker room guy, bro. I'd rather get rid of Pop.
Don't even talk.
Locker room?
Yeah, he cool in the locker. Is what I've heard, bro. That's what my sources tell me.
They all had good chemistry, yeah, but like he's not the rah guy.
About the play on the field here.
Matt Hollins plays better than Pop Douglas play.
Yeah, I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if neither one of them on the team. We can upgrade both of them.
Yeah. I mean,
and it ain't really that many receivers out there because I'm not going for Mike Evans.
I don't like George Pickens.
No. You can't convince me on Alec Pierce. He talking about he might get $30 million a year. Alec Pierce from the Colts.
He was so baffled.
I mean, he nice, but he not $30 million nice.
I mean, he was hooping a little bit, but
he is not. He nice for sure.
Y'all gotta
like,
bro, he got
like
Maybe 15.
Like, bro, infiltrate. What's the fuck?
Inflation.
I want to say infiltration. Inflation affects like everything everywhere. So that clearly includes the markets for the players.
Yeah, but
we get into these seasons.
He's not even the defined number one. Is he 100% hands down better than Stephon Diggs right now? Alec Pierce.
He's younger.
Hands down. Not like, we can talk about it. He made more plays here. I'm talking about if I'm going to pay you to be my number one receiver, you have to be the number one receiver. Not one A or one B.
You're right.
I don't think he's better. But like I don't think
he's younger.
I'd take Mike Evans over Pierce.
He's fast.
He has like the age
be honest.
compared to what.
Yeah, because
that's what I was saying.
That's why it's kind of like
Alec Pierce is only 25.
That's what I'm saying. It's like half and half with that. Like
he's pretty fast.
You could take this
win the deep ball.
He's a downhill receiver. He's a certified. But in my opinion, we get Alec Pierce, then that doesn't really affect Hollins or Pop because they're underneath receivers. Yeah. That affects either Booty or Kyle Williams.
Yeah,
because those are the guys who are the downfield speedsters.
Yeah.
So you're really replacing one of them. You ain't replacing Mac Hollins, not with Alec Pierce.
Then look, if we look at the other side of the ball, I'm fine with Max Crosby. You know what I mean? If we can get Max and AJ, I don't know how we're going to do it on the Bucks. But hey, man, I'm fine with both.
Not to like pivot to the Ravens, but a good pickup for the Patriots would be likely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We need that.
If the Ravens not going like protect him and keep him.
And see, I was wanting Kyle Pitts, but likely can actually block a little better than Kyle Pitts, and plus they just franchise tagged Kyle Pitts. So yeah, likely can just come back to Massachusetts. You know he's from Massachusetts,
and that's where he's from. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a good pick.
One of my friends who's also a Patriots fan. Don't know why there's so many of you. Well, he's actually from up there, so I can't give him too much shit. But he actually, when we were talking, that's who I was with when we was at the Patriots game.
Oh yeah.
And he just was talking to me about for a while that he feels like that they should go. Obviously, AJ being one of the guys they want to go after, but he was saying feels like y'all should go after Isaiah Likely and Trey Hendrickson.
Hendrickson? No, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Why don't you want that?
He's old, injury prone.
Max is injury prone too a little bit.
I didn't say I wanted Max. You did.
Hey, but it's an immediate upgrade. I'm a stand on Max.
I'd rather. I mean, outside of AJ Brown, I would like Likely, and then I'd rather go the other route where we bring in two guys without spending our draft picks, and go after guys like what's his name, Owe, and the guy from the Seahawks,
DeMarcus.
No,
number 53.
Boye. Ernest Jones?
Boye Mafe. You know, I'm butchering the games. I'm butchering the names. Don't cook me in the comments. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Number 53.
But I'd rather go for them guys. They're younger, they're less expensive, and then we draft one at 31. Max Crosby, I mean, yeah, you can lose 3 draft picks, 2 firsts, and whatever you want to give up for him. That's cool. I would welcome him if it happens. Don't get me wrong. I would welcome him.
I was about to say, now you look crazy.
No. But now your Super Bowl window's 2 years. Like if you go AJ Brown and Max Crosby in the same offseason, you're telling me you're trying to win a Super Bowl in 2 years.
I mean,
right. And I'm saying I'd rather continue team building and get the younger guys at the cheaper price.
I get it.
And if we're gonna spend our money, let it be AJ Brown.
You playing a long game.
If we go look, I'd rather be good for a long time than us win one chip and then all right, now we got guys who are 34 making $40 million. Like
it's kind of how our defense looks. We played the long game for our defense. Most of our defense is drafted, and we still got 3-4 years on that side for a lot of our people.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna lose draft capital, I'd rather be AJ Brown than Max Crosby.
Retirement home over.
What do you want to see the Ravens do? I couldn't get it out, bro.
I should just let you know we shouldn't even talk about it. But
couldn't get it out.
I don't know, yo. It just was funny because like I'm sitting here thinking. Obviously, I know there's things we need to worry about. I think our issues really more so is retaining guys, like and making sure we keep the guys that we did draft and we kind of can keep them going forward. Like, really, the biggest one right now is Linderbaum, because that's really the issue. I
heard y'all gave him a market level offer though. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what their plan is if he's not going to be a staple moving forward. You know what I mean? So
I did see that the 49ers might move on from Trent Williams. I think that would be great for the Ravens. Trent Williams.
It's so funny you say that about everything you just said about Max Crosby. I love Trent Williams. I think he's a dog. Still one of the best left tackles. But is he gonna get hurt and be injured when he comes here? If he was to come here, like
I mean, I just feel as though
I don't even think did he play half the season with the Niners this year?
I think he played like 9 games.
I think that organization's cursed, bro. I think
everybody that goes there and gets hurt.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not the best when it comes to injuries either. So who's to say he don't want to come here and still deal with more injury bugs? It's not a bad thing. I'm not, again, like how you just said you wouldn't say no, don't come here, Trent. But it's like I don't know if that's like.
Is he an immediate upgrade?
Yeah.
Yes.
What? Trent Williams like one of the best left tackles in the league.
My boy, I'm sorry. Why we're not gonna do that to my boy Guru like that? Come on now, guys.
He ain't better than Trent Williams. He's not.
That's why
one of the best.
This is why I asked.
But like,
this is why I asked.
Point saying moving forward, like, who are we gonna look for? Who would we look forward to having moving forward?
Well, I think y'all clock is different than ours though. Your quarterback is 30.
That's also true. Yeah.
And he's a mobile quarterback.
All right, don't be one of those guys. Just because he moves around is not
no, that's a positive, not a negative.
Okay, but I thought you were going the route of like his time is now. He less time.
But I'm just saying, the older he gets, the less he's going to have that. That's you need to win quicker than we do. I think.
I mean, because
I got a 23-year-old quarterback.
I was going to say for his sake, yes, but that's now you're talking. And this is how I look at that. That's speaking specifically Lamar personally.
Yeah. How much longer do you think you got him at his...
Not to shit on anyone's parade here, but I'm a Ravens fan, so I want, like you just said, I want team success moving forward in the future. But to speak on being able to get him right now, it's just like, all right, we keep going out there to get those old guys that we think are going to help get him to that promised land, and it hasn't been working so well. Sometimes, yes, we have flashes. Yes, obviously we talk about the van. Really, honestly, it's really just been on defense. Only time we get the old guys to come in and do something is like when they get rejuvenated is defensively. I don't really think there's been an offensive person. We can't count Derrick Henry. He still was in his prime. So I don't want niggas to try to throw that at me. But offensively, I don't think there's anyone that we've been able to get when they take the route of going to get a veteran guy that's really bumped and elevated and helped Lamar. We literally saw D-Hop stand in one place in the playoff game.
Man said, go up.
Lamar was literally telling, like, bro, that still blows me. So I don't know. It's just like, and I'm about to contradict the fuck out of myself, but I feel like, granted, it's not gonna happen. But if we was to somehow be in this AJ Brown carousel,
I think y'all are.
I wouldn't say you're not.
I don't really. So what's crazy? What came in my mind earlier was like, all right. I mean, what could we give to get him though? Bateman and some picks.
You probably got
Bateman in a first round this year and a future first round next year. Like
no.
That's what I'm saying.
AJ Brown is not getting them 2 first. No.
So it's just one.
Huh?
Even in just one.
Either a one. More of the stuff that I've been seeing is around like a 2 and a 4 in a player. 2 firsts? No. I wouldn't give up 2 firsts for.
I mean, it was just I'm saying, but
unless I'm getting Jamar Chase
or Jettas.
AJ Brown ain't that level.
Okay.
He ain't JJ. Like, come on now. We're not giving up 2 firsts for AJ Brown. He might quit on us halfway through the season.
I don't think he would do that.
Well, just him and a first. Was a player in the first.
That's what I'm saying. So,
that's what I was.
What y'all saying?
But I don't think anyone would give up a high first for him.
It
would have to be our first, right?
Someone would.
No. A high first? I would not give up. I would not give anything higher than 15 for AJ Brown.
Unless we
31.
Yeah, unless we just take a first and some other picks for him this year. It has to be this year's first round. And it has to be a good pick because then we would be trying to replace him with a young guy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody higher than 15 would do that.
Nope.
Because most of those teams are rebuilding and AJ Brown ain't fixing their problems. So it's like...
Yeah, they're not an AJ Brown away from a Super Bowl.
Now, I know I just said everything I said about the old guys, but I said we haven't gotten one that has helped yet. This is somebody that I think might help. And I know y'all said y'all don't want him. What?
No, I think I know what you about to say.
Mike Evans?
I think Mike
Evans. That's what I was thinking. Mike Evans needs to be on the Ravens.
Like, what? Listen,
that's a good fit.
Mike Evans is our 1, Zay is our 2. That's my fucking AJ Devontae.
Yeah.
What? Like, come on. Now, that's really how I was looking at it earlier. When I seen he was testing free agency, I'm like, all right. I was like, if Mike want to come to Baltimore, I'm like, bro, we could definitely make that work, and that would go crazy.
You think he really doesn't retire a buck? Like you think he really will?
No. I'm not saying.
What do you mean by retire a buck? Like
I'm saying like he doesn't go to another team. Like he resigns.
I think he'll go to another team,
but he's still gonna sign that.
He going to retire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's going to retire a buck.
I'm saying though, you the odds of him going to another team, right? Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, but
I think he's leaving.
Well, it's funny because some people did say like
I think he's like a loyalty.
They say he's testing the free agency, but him testing suggesting it is going back to Tampa Bay. And I'm like,
I don't think he
that
leaves.
room is crowded in Tampa though. They got a lot of receivers in that team.
I don't think he leaves.
And how well do y'all think like Mike Evans can perform going forward, considering like his injuries he got last season?
Just as good as the year and the year before.
Bro,
he's been old already for like 4 years.
Averages 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
bro.
like he's already been old. So it's like
bad. Don't even. You make a valid point because the injuries this year.
His injuries were like really bad.
I still think he can produce. I still think he go for 1,000 yards.
He's like 6'4", bro. All you gotta do is throw it up. Just throw it up, bro.
I mean, yeah, I think he'd still be a 1,000-yard receiver. I'm not calling him elite or nothing. I think the elite days are done, but he can be very productive, especially in
even if Zeta 1 and Mike Evans 2, what nigga? Realistically, clearly, obviously, if they're 2 on the field, like people are gonna put more attention on Mike. So obviously, Zay gonna eat
one-on-one.
We've literally seen what Zay doing as the number 1 already. So it's like, just imagine that shit would go crazy.
I do want to ask about like QB specifically because there's like a carousel. Like, where do y'all see like a lot of these guys going? Like the Kylers, like the Tuas, like the Malik Willises, the Kirk Cousins.
All of Malik's coaches from the Packers are now at Miami, so I think Malik's gonna go to Miami. I don't know what they do with Tua, but I do.
What can you do with Tua?
I do think Malik will go to Miami.
They just gotta cut him, right?
I did hear they're gonna try and trade him, but they're willing to cut him if nobody want him.
I mean,
really? You about to eat that cat?
They're willing.
That's what I'm saying.
They said they're willing.
He's a $50 million quarterback.
No other team wants to. He's already gonna get $98 million.
Yeah, no, they literally
this
said
year
they're
coming up,
willing.
Tua has to be paid $98 million, no matter who it's from. Like the Dolphins or if someone else. So it's like
that's terrible.
No team is taking that. That's why it's like, what team does any of us really think there's a team that believes in Tua?
Honestly might just be going into a full rebuild.
I mean,
instead of it, that's why they're probably just gonna eat them.
Yeah,
just like eat the cap and just like fuck it and just reset.
They already released Tyreek Hill, and all their veterans, and they giving Minka a chance to trade.
Oh, wait a minute, Bradley Chubb. That's who I want. I forgot all about it. He's supposed to be
injury prone too.
I mean, so ain't everybody we just talked about? The only person not injury prone was AJ, and he just a diva.
Yeah, so but I take that for my number one. I take it the diva. All number ones are
right.
divas.
A diva's on the field. You're right. He's still gonna be there.
So does Kyler? Does Kyler become the best QB that's on the move?
Yeah, Kyler's the best quarterback.
Where do y'all think he like? What's the best fit for him?
Real quick, so how personally, how do you feel about Kyler though? Like
Kyler Murray,
you're not one of the people that think that just because of all the bullshit that we've heard,
Kyler Murray's nice.
He's still good.
I think Kyler Murray's nice.
Me personally, I was a high on Kyler then, and now it's like I want him to rebound. Like I want him to
people challenge his work ethic, but if you're talking about raw skills, like no matter whatever team he go to, he's automatically QB1. Like
I just how
needs a quarterback.
I mean, the only two spots I can see it right now potentially is probably the Jets and Pittsburgh.
I was gonna say Pittsburgh.
Okay,
Pittsburgh fits,
and that's if Pittsburgh don't do this whole let's wait all offseason for Aaron Rodgers again, which they probably will do. I would hate to be a Steelers fan.
I don't know if it was the owner or the one of the, somebody that came on and said they don't think that he's gonna take as long as he did last year. But who knows?
Why?
I would take Kyle over Aaron right now. So.
That's what I'm saying. You got other options.
Not Cleveland. Would y'all see Cleveland?
I don't think that's what they do. I think if they go another quarterback, they draft them. I don't think they.
That's the goal. They're either Malik Willis.
You get Kyler, that you gotta pay him. Like so.
Yeah.
They already still playing that Deshaun Watson contract, and he hasn't played in like 2 seasons.
I don't even think they can do that, to be honest.
So yeah, I think those are the best 2 spots, Pittsburgh and the Jets.
That's crazy because honestly, thinking about it, that is probably where he would.
Because he's leaving the Cardinals, who need a quarterback.
Right.
So maybe Tua is gonna go there.
You know what's funny? Kirk might end up in Arizona.
Yeah, or back on the Vikings because they don't believe in JJM. They don't believe.
That's what they plan the manager.
They don't believe they already.
They are looking to bring in some veteran help.
Did we talk about that? Why, like the GM, why he got fired? Like the Vikings, yeah, because it was like he was pushing for JJ, and then McCarthy was like JJ's not ready, but then
McConnell said McCarthy's not ready. Let's say McCarthy, please.
Yeah, he was saying he was saying 9 wasn't ready, right? You know, so
9.
Stinks. So the two of them butt heads, but then the GM obviously won and. They roll with
it's McConnell, not McCarthy.
Huh?
No. I was saying McCarthy's for the
I thought you were talking about
the
coach.
The coach, yeah.
Just because there was the confusion when he kept saying
the Mick, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. It's O'Connell. But that's why they was. It was going this button heads over that. Yeah, so
I mean, shit. I don't know. Do you think they'd go Kirk then? I'm gonna go Kirk, Arizona. Y'all think he really would go back to?
Kirk didn't look great.
Granted,
with Atlanta,
that's home.
bro.
It is home, but it's is that what they want to do?
Kirk did not look good in Atlanta.
Well, he was coming off an injury, so I mean, I don't know, but he can be a bridge guy. You're not bringing in Kirk to win the Super Bowl. You're bringing him in as a bridge. So if you're a rebuilding program, you probably have Kirk. Like, there's nobody that thinks they can win the Super Bowl that's gonna get Kirk.
I would make JJ play under Kirk.
Huh?
I would make JJ play under Kirk for a year. Like, it'd be, if that's what you want to build that pipeline, that'd be a good way to do it.
Just explain to us. I don't even know if McCarthy gonna be there.
But that's so crazy, bro. You watch a QB leave your building and go to another team, and he immediately wins the Super Bowl. Granted, the defense was crazy, right? But Sam Darnold was part of that. Like, you know how crazy you gotta feel as a Viking.
I mean,
fan?
they told him they ain't want him.
That is so crazy.
They said, "Yo, we willing to pay you this amount, and if you're not taking it, you can go ahead."
I think realistically though, like after you come down from that, like, okay, yeah, that is what just happened. If you're a Vikings fan, you kind of come to your senses and be like, all right, we weren't even going to be in that contention or that.
Yeah,
like, we weren't even.
If Sam was on the Vikings, they wouldn't have won. It wasn't because of Sam.
Like, I'm not saying like he wouldn't have been able to produce good, but like the team as a whole was not making.
They'd have made the playoffs,
yeah, for sure, but they weren't going.
Yeah, you're right.
And then there's also a lot of buzz around Mac Jones because of how he did when he came in for Purdy. I am not a believer.
I think that was purely the system.
I am not a believer.
He was good. He was okay with Jacksonville.
No, that was.
When he was in Jacksonville, he was good there too.
4 games, right?
Like
he made Brian Thomas Jr. look like Randy Moss.
Or did Brian Thomas Jr. make Brian Thomas Jr. look like Randy?
Okay, what happened with Brian Thomas Jr. this year?
Huh?
What happened with him this year?
Wasn't he hurt?
No, he was good.
He didn't miss a few games.
He did.
Maybe, okay, one or two.
He had a case of the
but it
drops.
still wasn't. It was it still was bad. His production.
He had a couple. He had a few drops. He had the most drops on his team. They also had a flooded room, right? They brought in Travis Hunter, who did get hurt early, and they brought in Jacoby Myers.
They brought in Jacoby because he wasn't producing.
No, I understand that, but that's not going to help him produce. That's just going to make it worse because now there's someone else taking your reps. So it's like.
I mean, at that point,
if he's a clear one on another team, he might be back to performing. I actually just talked about this with some of my friends because they said maybe we should trade for BTJ instead of AJ Brown because we get a young guy who is probably the best receiver on our team for a foreseeable future. But I'm just like, I don't know. You know how long we've gone as Patriots fans without a definitive one that can just win every route. We have not had that since Randy Moss 2007. Maybe Gronk, if you consider Gronk lining up out wide as that guy, sure.
Tried Brandon Cooks, tried Josh Gordon, tried AB, right?
Tried Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. Demarius Thomas.
I mean, I think if y'all just let Josh smoke a little weed. But, not everybody's going to like that.
Yes, I don't know, man. But, I mean, that's where the quarterbacks are kind of skimp.
But, like, back to Mac Jones, like, do y'all think he can go anywhere and be QB1?
No, he sucks.
No, I'm not gonna say he sucks.
that was extreme. I mean,
terrible.
But I said, I'm hanging it on the fact that Shanahan and them guys had him looking like the way he was. But
go ahead and invest in Mac Jones.
Can he be a backup somewhere else? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, he's a great backup.
Absolutely.
He's a great backup.
Yeah, he can be a backup somewhere else.
Yeah,
he's one. No,
he's a great
backup. QB1 and for the Jets.
Yeah, and they'll lose.
They'd win more games with him than they did with Justin Fields.
They'd probably look the same.
That's.
I mean, technically they have to be better because they were so bad, but like they look the same.
I mean, unless it's a thing of where it really is just that line, which that line is bad. But don't get me wrong, there are times where Justin was making terrible and questionable decisions. So I don't know. That was a crazy one actually.
Mac Jones went 5-3 in the Kyle Shanahan system. 5-3. So let's put him behind an O-line that can't block with no receivers that can catch. With no defense that can get any turnovers.
It's gonna be bad.
They were the only defense in the entire season that got one turnover.
That's so crazy.
That's
and your head coach is a DB. Yeah. You know what I mean? Your head coach is a former DB.
He literally made a name for calling defense in Detroit.
He was literally the best defensive coordinator in his year in Detroit.
No turnovers. And you talking about can Mac Jones be better there?
Hey man. Hey, look, I'm just not gonna push the narrative that Mac Jones is awful. All right, I'm not gonna say that.
What have you seen? Your boy?
I do, yeah.
Oh my God!
I don't think Mac Jones is terrible.
He lost his job to Bailey Zappi.
Okay, but look at what happened that year. Bill stopped talking to him.
I would too.
What? It's crazy,
bro. Who was on the roster?
Because Bailey Zappi did more than he.
Bailey Zappi was not that much of an upgrade, bro.
But if your backup is an upgrade, then you are not good.
Bro,
you just say he's not that much of an upgrade. So you agreed that he was an upgrade.
Marginally. Okay.
Right. So then if the QB2, if the QB2 is better than the QB1 and the QB2 stinks, then the QB1 stinks.
Okay, let's get to why the QB1 stank. Because the pieces are he had a defensive coordinator calling offensive plays.
So why did the QB2 do better with it than the QB1?
Well, because he said I can't be any worse than this, and he went out there and
he did better, right?
Marginally, yes.
Right.
We didn't win more. So maybe we won maybe one more game.
If a bad quarterback in the same situation does better than the starting quarterback, then that starting quarterback is a bad quarterback.
In the system, yeah, sure.
In the system.
Any QB that was in that system would look terrible. Bailey Zappi looked terrible. He just looked less terrible than Mac Jones.
Yeah, they both suck.
100%. Look, he sucked in that system, yeah, but Mac Jones, bro, he was a Pro Bowler.
So for Mac Jones, right?
He was a reserve that came in for guys who don't care about the game.
He beat Josh Allen. Bailey Zappi can't say he beat Josh Allen.
It was points of the season where Mac Jones looked better than Purdy.
When?
This season.
I thought Purdy looked good this year.
Yeah, and so did Mac Jones.
I mean, if y'all believe in him, I ain't gonna stop you. I think he's terrible.
Bro, all I'm saying is I don't think Mac Jones is that terrible.
I actually pray if somebody in our division thinks that they can invest in Mac Jones and save their franchise.
I don't think he's the worst QB in the league. Or worst, not even gonna say QB. I'm not even gonna say he's the worst.
If he was a starter, he might be 31 or 32.
I'm taking him over whoever the Jets roll out. I'm taking him over whoever the Steelers roll out.
It might be him who they roll out.
I'm taking him over.
He's not better than Aaron Rodgers. What? That's not even close. Aaron Rodgers went to the playoffs. Mac Jones will never play in the playoffs as a starting quarterback.
He did. He made the playoffs his rookie year with the Patriots.
Shout out to Tyler Luke.
I'm saying he will never play in the quarter. Right now, wherever he plays, he will never go to the playoffs. I promise you that. Not as just a QB1, no.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, we can just agree to disagree. I don't think Mac Jones is terrible. I don't think he's terrible.
Pushback for Mac Jones.
I don't think he's terrible, but I don't think he's great either. I think he's like average.
Man, he was throwing ducks.
Which means that you can just see him as being
Do you think he's terrible? Yes or no?
He's bad.
But is he terrible?
Are we playing semantics now?
No, because he obviously, obviously he has to be bad because he's a QB. He's a backup QB, but he's not terrible.
That's what I'm saying. Like we can't.
Yeah, but we're viewing him in the eyes of a QB1. He's a terrible QB1. He's a good backup. Is that not crazy?
I mean, that's fair. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
You just asked me, could he do good on the Jets? No.
The only place I feel like he succeeds is literally in San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan. That's the only.
Or in the McVay system.
It's the only place that I see him succeeding.
All right, man. We don't have to spend too much time on Mac Jones because he took up too much time anyway.
I mean, no, we talk about free agent quarterbacks, but I mean, he's not free agent, but there's a trade market for him.
Bro, I just want to go to our last topic because
the Broncos might have been in the Super Bowl if they had him instead of Jarrett Stidham.
We'd have been up more if they had him.
What if he want to get his revenge?
Anyways, yeah.
Please get the revenge.
On to our last topic. It's a lot of good music's been dropping lately. What do you fellas listening to currently? I mean,
world.
Don Toliver, shout out to him, 10 out of 10.
Man, J. Cole, The Fall Off is amazing.
J. Cole,
amazing, bro.
That joint is amazing.
Only odd man out here.
I don't listen to it. I didn't listen to it either.
So then what the fuck are you sitting here sympathizing with niggas?
I'm just saying, J. Cole dropped. That's what I'm saying.
Wait. You heard that? It might not be your favorite album. I'm not trying to push that, but you heard it and thought it was bad?
No, I haven't listened to it.
Oh, you ain't listened to it yet?
This J. Cole album is
not gonna go out my
specifically
way.
for his fans.
Y'all listen to Kendrick and not J. Cole?
Who the fuck listens to Kendrick?
Oh.
I'll only listen to Gen X, bro. I'll only listen to Gen X.
I'm gonna get aggressive with niggas, but who the fuck?
No.
He's like, who listen to Kendrick? No. Chill. Kendrick cool. He just not. I just think Cole better, but. Nah, but I thought The Fall Off was good. I thought it was pretty good. It was he had 2 discs. He had the disc 29 and disc 39, different reflections of his life. He said 29 was when he was 29 years old, 39 was when he was 39 years old, coming home. But man, I think on that first thing, I think it's track 7 to 11. That joint is an amazing run
for sure.
7, because they got the Let Out. It got that one song that switches the beats up halfway through. Who the fuck is you?
Yeah, that should be banging. I ain't gonna.
Is there anything that I would listen to on there?
Who the fuck is you?
The Let Out. I think you've been listening to
the Let Out. The Let Out is pretty cool. You might listen to that one. What is it? The joint with Future, not the one with Tim's. The first one with Future.
Yeah, that's Run a Train.
Run a Train.
Yeah,
you would fuck with that
J.
one.
Cole coming.
Yeah, I didn't know he gets down like that.
So what is it? What is it? What is it?
2-6 was cool too.
Yeah. Oh, what?
2-6 was cool.
What's 2-6? Oh, yeah. My fault.
Yeah.
It's right here. But nah, like what is it about like Cole that doesn't give you this? It's not. I'm not saying you don't like him, but like
I give Cole his flowers and I give him his respect, but it's not my cup of tea.
So is it because he's more of one of those like poet guys, like
rappers? Yeah.
I mean, he got some songs.
That's why I asked,
that
like,
ain't
don't
that
get me
ain't
wrong,
just
there
straight
are
up
Cole
like.
songs that I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, more specifically, there's features I've heard, and I do like J. Cole. Like I bumped J. Cole back in the day, but like nowadays, like that's just not.
I mean, he was more of a radio guy back in the day. So like now he's just doing what he want with his.
I don't know. It just
pen.
like I said, yeah. That's just like that's all it is. Like I just never been on one of the conscious rappers type of guy. So
Dang. So that's not really no Cole, Kendrick, no JID.
Nope.
Pretty much none of Dreamville.
nope.
Because all Dreamville is kind of that style.
Yeah, low key, I'm right there with
Chance,
You really gotta be. You really gotta be a fan of Dreamville to listen to all of that niggas.
Yeah, I listen to Earth Gang a little bit.
Earth Gang cool.
Oh no, who was the one? Is it Boz?
Boz.
But yeah,
Is
Boz.
that his name?
yeah, BS, yeah.
Yeah, he got a song that he dropped years ago that I fucked with,
Sure.
like that. But aside from that, no, I'm not really a conscious rap type of guy. And I'm pretty sure everybody can tell
Yeah,
about
hella
that.
Dreamville though.
Yeah.
Real quick though, what do you listen to? Because I don't think you spoke. We just heard Cole.
I mean, honestly, nothing. I mean, aside, yeah, of course I'm bumping the Dawn album. Aside from that though, really it's just been a lot of singles and just really re-listening to a lot of old shit. As far as for me personally, I've been bumping a lot of Non-Vicious. I know Concrete Boys, Yachty and his guys, they dropping soon, so they kind of been dropping a rollout with some singles and stuff like that. I've been bumping that. YB and Sosa came out with Rooms.
Yeah.
Mike Will made it.
That shit hard.
That shit, yo,
I gotta listen to it.
what's so crazy is like people know, if you know me, like I obviously grew up on Sosa, so like I fucks with Sosa heavy. But yo, I'm slowly coming on to YB, my nigga. I think I'm a fan now. Like that shit, that song was an amazing song. Like I actually bumped that on the way here. Like, that song is amazing. So really for me, it's just been a lot of singles and like a lot of little shit coming out. Really is more so me looking forward to like this Friday coming up. The Concrete Boys are dropping It's Us Volume 2. So I'm really just looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I think that does it. Oh yeah, nobody asked, but I've been listening to Dawn and Don't Laugh at Me, Baby Keem, because that joint kind of hard.
It was an album he dropped?
Yeah, he dropped out.
Okay.
I thought Baby Keem was hard. But yeah, that does it for another episode of the Fourth Down Podcast. Thanks for tuning in with us. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Peace.
Throw that shit up.